folks, how you doing? Russell, TrueResults303.com. Check out the website, link in the description box. Mind, Body, Spirit, Fitness. Put in the healing back in health. Follow on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. The podcast is out there. Links in the description box. All right, True Crew. Coming at you today with a video on detoxifying your home. Right? I think this is another thing we need to understand, because in reality, right, they say it all starts at home. Change starts with you. Raising proper children starts at home. So it's always going to start at home. And these are the things we need to understand. So what can we do to detoxify our home? This is a difficult subject. So number one is, I know this has happened to me before, even with my vehicle. So your vehicle's usually at home. You're in your vehicle a lot. So everything I say is going to actually pertain to that as well. It's the same thing. You had a hard day at work, right? You had a hard day at work. You get home. You walk through the door. What's the first thing that goes through a majority of our minds? Gee, this place is a mess, right? So you went from one, environment that was causing stress till you get home, and the first thing you think about is, this place is a pigsty. Ugh, right? So number one, you need to start with cleaning your house, right? Declutter your house. Take spring cleaning serious, because the last thing you want to do is come home and just be stepping over crap and all these things. So we need to make sure that our house is clean, right? So that's number one. In my opinion as well, I think we need to understand that, yes, everybody loves AC. I don't have AC, so I don't worry about it. There's no AC in this house. So sometimes I think we need to open the windows, right? Open your windows. Let some fresh air in, or as fresh as it can possibly be. But it's better than the windows being closed all the time, or whatever toxins and things you're kicking up. You buy, now they're saying you buy this new furniture, and there's so much fire retardants and chemicals in it that they say these chemicals are actually bad for human health. So open the doors, or the windows and the doors, and let air flow through. For me in Colorado, I'll do that as well. Even here in the winter, if it hits like 55 degrees in the day, 60 degrees, it's like windows open. Let's get some fresh air going. Another thing is, I think we need to make sure that we open the blinds within our house. I hated that stuff when I used to go to my friend's house. And, they'd be over there. You'd get over there, and it's still light outside. And they would have all their lights off, or all their windows closed. And you go in, and I would just want to fall asleep. It's like, it's so freaking dark in here, And I understand, but it's like, man, you need to open up a window or something. Let some light in this place. But in reality, if the sun's out, have a window open. Have your lights, your blinds open. Let that sun in. Right? They say that light has healing properties within our body. So let that light in. Right? Next thing you need to worry about is, like the different products that you're using, like the cleaning products and things like that. And if you don't open and vent your house, some of these products, like I just discussed, there's a lot of chemicals in these things, and you don't want to be just constantly breathing in these things. So what are what does your house cleaning products look like? You can start with something simple as that. You can even make some of these things yourself. I've come to realize that some of the detergent that are more all natural, aren't really that more expensive. So, but for me, it'd also be because I usually wear clothes 2 to 3 times before I wash them. So, I'm a guy, I'm grungy like that, I guess. But look into that. What are in your cleaning products? What are in your cosmetics? Right? What are in your cosmetic products? There's a lot of dangerous things in those as well. I just watched a video or a documentary on health. And, they always get into the gluten thing and the dairy stuff. And one thing they brought up that I thought was interesting, that even if you're gluten sensitive, there's a lot of health products that have gluten in them. So ladies, you might feel fine, you went gluten free, but you feel like you're still breaking out. It could be because there's gluten in those beauty products, and you're just pasting gluten on your face all day long. So yeah, you feel great everywhere else, but for some reason my skin breaks out. My lotion, this or that. Well, it could be there's gluten in it. I don't know. That's what it said. I don't buy beauty products, right? So I don't know. I'm just beautiful all the time. Just kidding. I don't, but that's something you need to think about. What are in those products that you have? Your dishwashing products, your hand soaps, your laundry detergent, whatever it is. What are these products, and what are the ingredients that could be endangering you? You can start with like the paraben and sulfate free, I think it is, and go from there. Next, get some plants in your house. I have a few in here. I ain't gonna lie, I neglected my plant. This one used to look really nice, and then it just kind of started slumping, and once I got some water, it started to come back alive. But get some plants in your house, right? These plants are going to, right, what do? They take in the carbon dioxide, and they shoot out oxygen for us. So it's almost like it's like an air purifier. That's what plants are. You should have plants throughout your house to purify the air. Right? That's also, I would assume, would help with some of the toxins from these cleaners and these chemicals and stuff. So we want to have plants. I was watching another documentary a while back, and it was, I think, some urban non-profit type thing that was getting started, I think, in New York or maybe even in Detroit. And they were going around and they were just planting trees and parks and stuff in these urban areas, these poor communities. And some research, I don't know what the study, whatever, statistics. And it said, communities that have more trees and plants and things like that that community is 50% times more going to be successful, or a community with less criminal activity. So once again, you want that right in your house. You want all the beauty of the plants within your house. So next is that, right? What else is there going to be? I think I've touched on it. I mean, the refrigerator, right? It starts at home. Healthy eating starts at home, right? That's what I've heard. They said it was. I think they said it was. I'm horrible with names, like Zach Galifianakis or whatever. The guy from. Is he like the chubby bearded guy from? The heck's the movie? Where they go to Vegas and everything. Y'all know the name of the movie. I don't know what it is. But they asked him when he lost his weight, they're like, well, what'd you do? He's like, I stopped eating anything that was advertised on TV. If it was advertised on TV, I didn't eat it, right? So health and fitness starts at home, because when you're putting the ingredients in that food, you know what it is. There's no hidden calories to make it taste good. So next is what's in your fridge, right? So right there, I think that's it. I think I'm just going to end with that. Exercise equipment. It's so much easier. You can buy a knockoff TRX for like $60. Put it in your garage. You've got a whole home gym. $60. That's what the majority of these gyms nowadays, depending on, unless you have some of those Planet Fitnesses and stuff like that, that's still what, 1 to 3 months worth of a gym membership. And then all you do is all your body weight exercises. Everything you need, you can provide in your own home, your own little kingdom, right? For men, I say I've mentioned this before, we need a real man cave. A man cave isn't sports figures and sports teams and this and that, right? In my Catholic podcast I was listening to, they say we need to bring back the study, right? Where men sit there and read books and soaked in knowledge and became aware of self. And you could have these conversations, right? When you had to have that difficult conversation with your son, you take him into your study. Like, this is our man cave, right? We need to let the younger generation know it's cool to be smart. It's cool to be spiritual. It's cool to be healthy. It's cool to know these things, to know how to cook, to provide for yourself, to provide for your family, to love your wife, to be a good father. So we need to bring back the study, man. We don't need a 70-inch big screen and Dallas Cowboy, Bronco, Nuggets, New York Yankees, all this stuff here. That's not masculinity, right? As I'm wearing an Avalanche shirt. But this is my Knights of Columbus shirt, if you look at it. We had a Knights of Columbus family night out, right? So it was my aunts, uncles, my cousins, everything. We all went to the game together. But, so once again, food for thought. Detoxify your home. Change starts within you. Change starts, right? They say if your kids are growing up to be little punks, you know what? They're usually imitating what they see. And what they see every day is you, your family, your brothers, your sisters, whoever. So it starts with you. Detoxify your home and the rest will follow. Detoxify your car, the rest will follow. So once again, I hope this helps. Don't forget to follow on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. The podcast is out there as well. Subscribe to this channel, share and like these videos.